The era of Holly Willoughby on This Morning has come to an end, after the star announced her resignation from the programme months after her former co-host Phillip Schofield. The pair, who also used to present Dancing on Ice together, fronted the ITV talk show for several years as one of TV's most prominent and powerful duos. Following Phillip's departure from This Morning in May this year, Holly has now followed suit after she was targeted in an alleged kidnap plot, saying that she has made the decision for herself and her family. For a significant amount of time, speculation has swirled around the former colleagues' friendship, amid reports that they experienced a fallout behind the scenes. When they were both still on This Morning, it was alleged at one point that they were barely speaking when the cameras weren't around, despite Phillip, 61, later insisting that he and Holly, 42, were still best friends, and she was his rock. After Phillip quit and he admitted that he had lied to his family and colleagues about having an affair with a younger runner on the ITV program, Holly wrote on social media that it was hurtful to find out that she had been lied to. While it was recently reported that Phillip unfollowed Holly on Instagram, in recent days it's been claimed that he reached out to her to show his support after the news emerged of the alleged kidnap plot. So what could the current status be of their friendship, and what happened in the lead up to their alleged fallout? What happened leading up to the fallout, including Q-Gate? Ideographic period. The reports of Holly and Phillip's fallout behind the scenes of This Morning might have seemed sudden to some, but to others who had been following the pair for years, it felt more like an inevitable escalation of events. Last year, following the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the duo found themselves in hot water when they were accused of skipping the queue to visit the late Queen Elizabeth II lying in state at Westminster Abbey. Despite ITV issuing a statement in their defense, and the presenters insisting that they didn't break any rules or take anyone's place in the queue, the criticism continued to plague them for months. There had been other instances in the past when it was alleged that Phillip and Holly's relationship had soured behind the scenes, with the pair each maintaining over the years that they'd always remained as close as can be. What did the fallout mean for This Morning? Ideographic period. Broadcaster Eamon Holmes has insisted in the past that This Morning is an institution, and it doesn't matter who hosts it. After Phillip's departure, Holly returned to host alongside a rotation of co-presenters including Alison Hammond and Josie Gibson. It was recently claimed that Good Morning Britain's Ben Shepherd was being lined up to replace Phillip on a permanent basis to co-host with Holly. However, now that she has also left the program, the plans might not be so straightforward. In Phillip's statement to say he would be stepping down, he wrote, "I have always been proud to cover fascinating stories on This Morning. But recently, This Morning itself has become the story. Ideographic period. Throughout my career in TV, including the very difficult last few days, I have always done my best to be honorable and kind. I understand that ITV has decided the current situation can't go on, and I want to do what I can to protect the show that I love. So I have agreed to step down from This Morning with immediate effect, in the hope that the show can move forward to a bright future. I'd like to thank everyone who has supported me, especially This Morning's amazing viewers, and I'll see you all for the Soap Awards next month." As expected, many of the biggest stars on ITV's daytime news programs remained tight-lipped over the situation ahead of Phillip's exit. Nonetheless, Lorraine Kelly wasn't afraid to share her tuppence before it was confirmed he'd be leaving, stating, "Do you know what? They were back today and it was business as usual and everyone is just getting on with it." Former This Morning star Eamon wasn't quite so sympathetic when he disclosed his views on his GB News breakfast show. "I think there should have been a special award for Phillip Schofield and Holly Willoughby for Best Actors," he said brutally, saying that in his opinion, there was a broken fit between the two of them. After Phillip's exit, he commented once again, ranting, "Oh, please just stop this. He was sacked. All this nonsense of, I've decided to step down. I'm sure you did. Here's your P45, now step down." Following Phil's quitting statement, Kevin Lygo, ITV's managing director, media and entertainment said, "Phillip is hands down one of the best broadcasters of his generation, and we thank him for his 2 decades worth of absolutely terrific television on the This Morning sofa. This Morning is made by one of the best and most diligent teams in television, who produce over 12 hours of live television each week. We look forward to continuing our relationship with Phillip, starting with the British Soap Awards in June and a brand new Peak Time series to come." On This Morning, Alison and Dermot also paid tribute to Phillip, with the former beginning by stating, "Now, we can't start today's show without paying tribute to the man who spent the last 2 decades sitting on the This Morning sofa, Phillip Schofield." The latter then continued, "So, as a show, everyone on and off screen at ITV, and This Morning, want to say a huge thank you to Phil for what he's done to make this show such a success over the last 21 years. What have Phillip and Holly said about the fallout, ideographic period prior to Q-Gate in 2022? Phillip addressed the rumors of a feud with Holly, stating emphatically, "When they're writing, Phillip and Holly feud, we couldn't have been closer, because I told her my secret and she was holding me together at work." Holly also spoke out on the speculation in 2021, saying that it was a particularly difficult time. "But I remember having a conversation with Phil and it was like, but we know," she recollected. "I have to believe that, as long as you know inside, and you know the truth, you know your truth, then everything is okay." However, they appeared less united when it came to the rumors ahead of Phillip's exit, as he issued a statement that read, "As I have said before, Holly is my rock. We're the best of friends. As always, she is an incredible support on screen, behind the scenes and on the phone." He continued to The Sun, "Holly has always been there for me, through thick and thin. And I've been there for her. The last few weeks haven't been easy for either of us." Holly, on the other hand, remained quiet, but she did release a statement on Instagram after Phillip quit This Morning. "Hi everyone," she began. "Ideographic period, it's been over 13 great years presenting This Morning with Phil, and I want to take this opportunity to thank him for all of his knowledge, his experience and his humor. The sofa won't feel the same without him," she concluded. Ideographic period. Did Phillip and Holly speak after his This Morning exit? It was claimed that after Phillip's final ever This Morning show on Thursday, May 18, he and Holly are said to have had a private phone conversation. It was alleged that they called a truce during their chat, before he released his statement publicly announcing to the nation that their daytime show partnership had come to an end. Phillip was spotted paying a visit to Cornwall to seek solace with his 85-year-old mum Pat in the aftermath of the huge ITV shake-up, walking along the coastal path by the sea. Meanwhile, on the Instagram account for Wild Moon, the lifestyle company founded by Holly, a post was put up all about self-care, which included images of a bubble bath, a journal and a soothing candle. How did Phillip support Holly ahead of her departure from the show? Ideographic period. On Friday, October 5, it emerged that a man had been remanded in custody over a plot against Holly. Gavin Plum, 36, was charged with soliciting a man named David Nelson to commit murder, and incitement to commit kidnap, reportedly leaving Holly shaken and in bits. It was claimed that Philip reached out to Holly after 5 months of silence, and he was said to have felt sickened by the news. A source claimed that Holly was really happy to hear from Philip, the Mirror reported, perhaps indicating that there could be a reconciliation for their friendship in the near future.